Hello everybody and welcome to coding class. Today we're going to learn how to make things disappear. I hope you guys like my magic trick. That's exactly what we're going to be learning today. How to make things appear and disappear in coding. So I hope you guys are excited about it because I am. So just before we start, I want to hear from you. So any comments, do you like the classes, don't you? I've been telling you guys to leave it in YouTube, but I just figured out that since it's a channel for kids, there can't be any comments or feedback from you guys. So I've created an Instagram channel called The Coding Dad. So if you search for The Coding Dad on Instagram, you can go there. I'm posting like little posts of each class so that you can comment below if you like it, you don't like it, if you're able to do it. I'd love to see what you guys are able to come up with. And also you can give me suggestions for future classes. So any ideas that you guys have, let me know. Do you want to do something on a farm? Do you want to do something in a city? Just feel free to comment it on Instagram and I'll try and do it. So for today, the disappearing. So we're going to start with the blocks. If this is your first class, don't worry. You don't have to watch all of them. You can start with this one. I'm going to explain what are the blocks that we're going to use, and then we're going to code it on the app. And you can perfectly well follow it live. So we're going to start with the blocks, and we're going to use two blocks that we've used before, which are starting blocks. So all the yellow blocks are starting blocks, and one is start on green, which means when you press on the green flag to start the program, whatever comes after this block will start executing, or it'll do it basically. We're going to use this one, which is start on tap. So if you tap on the character, so in this case we're going to code an elephant and a bird. If you tap on him, he's going to start doing what's after this yellow block. We're also going to use movement blocks. Oops, I had this in the wrong order. Here we go. So we're going to use movement blocks. So this is telling the character to move. So you have this one here, which is move right. You have move left somewhere around here. Here we go. Move left. We have move up, and we have move down. So if we pass one of these blocks, it's going to tell the elephant or the bird to go down or left or right or any way that you want him to. We're going to use this block. I think we've used once before in one of the previous classes, which is called the wait block. So you have here a number, which is tenths of a second, which is a very long way of saying a short period of time. And whatever number you put here, the larger the number, the more it's going to wait in this block. The shorter the number, the shorter it's going to wait in this block. So what does this mean? It means, let's say you have somebody that's moving, that you're telling him to move left, left, left. So he's going to do left, left, left. Then he arrives at this block. He's going to stop. And then keep going with whatever's after this block. It'll make sense as soon as we're in the program. And then we have the new ones. We haven't really done anything with this yet. So this is the show and the hide block. So the one with the white figure, the colored one, this tells the object to appear. So if he's not visible, so if you can't see the elephant on the screen, this says, "Dear elephant, please appear." And this one does exactly the opposite. So the one without the white person, without the like filled person, it's just like a silhouette. This means that the person will disappear. So if the elephant is visible and you're seeing him on the screen, this will tell elephant disappear. It doesn't mean that he's not there, he's just not visible, okay? And we'll see what that means when we're coding. And then we have the final blocks, which are the red ones. So the red ones end the line of code. You'll see that it's kind of rounded on the edge, so you can't put another block after it. One is full red, so this means execute the line of code. When you reach here, stop and don't do anything else. And this one is the repeat forever. So you execute a line of code. When it reaches these arrows, it goes back to the beginning and does the line of code again. And it'll keep doing that for as long as the program is running. Okay? So those are the blocks we're going to use. I think you guys want to start coding, right? Enough talking about blocks. So I'm going to open my iPad. So if you guys can start opening yours as well, it would be great. I'm going to start recording my screen in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And I'm going to open ScratchJr. Okay? The first screen that you get in ScratchJr is the house and the question mark. Actually, wait 1 second because I don't have my trackpad. Let me just get it super fast. I'm going to pass in front of the screen and get this, because if I don't have this, you guys can't really see what I'm doing. Okay? So what happens is, if I have this, you see that little black dot that now appears? That means that you can see where I'm pointing at. So we're going to press on the house. We're going to start a new project, and the way to do that is up here on the plus sign. So you see this rectangle here. We're going to press on that one, and that allows us to start a new project. As always, any project that you start, you're going to have that cat there, ScratchJr. We're not going to use him for this one. So if you press on him with your finger, long press, he starts to wiggle. Use the red cross to take him out. So press on that red cross and he'll disappear, okay? And we should have like a blank screen. If you go to the top, you have backgrounds. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna put our background. You have blue and green. If you press on that, all the backgrounds appear. I might have more backgrounds than you because I've been coding quite a lot of them. So maybe either you scroll down if you already have background, so just swipe up on the screen, or this one will appear here with the backgrounds by default. Since we're going to be coding an elephant and a bird, we're going to go to what's called a savanna. So down here, so almost at the bottom, you'll see here on the bottom right, that there's a tree and there's like this like grass, dried grass. So we're going to touch on that one, which is kind of where you think elephants would live, right? So now that we have the background, we're going to press on the plus sign on the left. So under ScratchJr and the house, there's this plus sign here, which is how you add characters. So we're going to get to the characters, and we're going to swipe up with our finger. So keep swiping up like that until you get to the animals, okay? And I said an elephant and a bird, right? So we're going to start with the elephant. So you see that you have the dog, the rabbit, the monkey, the giraffe, and we're going to press here on the elephant. So something's happening outside, which is very noisy. I hope you guys can hear me well. So we have the elephant, and what we're going to do is we're going to press on him and drag him to the bottom of the screen. So he's kind of walking on the bottom of the screen. Just press on him anywhere and drag him down, okay? And we're going to add, with a plus sign, a bird. So again, go to that left, press on the plus sign, and now swipe down. Oops, I got the wrong thing. So if this happens, what you do is you press on that thing, long press, and that red arrow, that red cross that appears, you take him out, and you start again. So you go to under the elephant, the plus sign, and you keep swiping down until you reach the animals. And now we're going to select the bird. So under where the elephant was, there's like this yellow bird. So we're gonna get him, okay? And we're gonna press on the tick box on the top right. We're gonna put the bird in the sky. And now that we have our bird and our elephant, we're going to start coding. So what do we want the elephant to do? The elephant is going to be walking across the screen, like elephants do, and whenever you touch him, he's going to disappear. Then after a period of time, he's going to appear again, okay? And same thing for the bird. The bird is going to be flying, and when you touch on him, he's going to disappear, and then after a little bit of time, he's going to appear. And we're going to do that with multiple lines of code. So starting with the elephant, so if you go up here to the left, we're going to press here on the elephant so that you have a yellow box around the elephant. We're going to press on the yellow blocks. So here you have all the yellow blocks, and we're going to start with the start on green. So what we're going to do with this line of code is, as soon as we start the program, the elephant is going to start walking, and he's going to keep walking for the whole program. So we go now to the blue blocks, and we're going to drag down the move right. So just press on it and drag it down, okay? So that's how we get them. We just press on them with our finger and we drag it down. And all we need him to do is keep moving. So instead of putting a large number here, because this says move 1 time to the right, and we could put like 200 times, we wanted to do it forever and ever and ever, as long as the program is running. So we go to the red blocks, and we're going to drag down the red block with the arrows, okay? And what does this do? It goes to the, when we start the program, it starts on green, it moves right once, and then it repeats. So it moves right, it repeats. It moves right, it repeats. And we'll do this for as long as the program is running, okay? I think the noise stopped, so hopefully you can hear me better. Now, what is the other thing that we want the elephant to do? When we touch him, we want him to disappear. So we go to the yellow blocks, and we have this yellow block with the finger. So you see the person in the finger? We're going to drag that one down. And you can drag it anywhere you want. It can be under the other one, to the side of the other one. It doesn't really matter. He's going to execute any yellow block in that space whenever whatever's on the yellow block happens. So if it's a start on green, it'll do this one. If you tap it, it does this one. So what do we want? When we touch him, we want him to disappear. So we're going to go to the purple blocks, which are the look blocks, and we're going to grab that block that's the hiding block, or disappearing block. So it's the one here that has a person without the person being filled, so without it being white. And we're going to drag that person down and put it next to that yellow block, okay? And that's all it has to do. When you touch him, the elephant disappears. So we're going to go to the red block, and we're going to drag down the red block with nothing. So whenever you touch the elephant, he's going to disappear and finish. Oh wow. That's a lot of noise in the background. Sorry guys, today's a very difficult day here. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks now, and what we're going to do is we're going to make the elephant appear again. Because or else anytime we touch him, that's the end of the program. The elephant disappears and there's nothing else to do. So we're going to do one which is start on green. Drag that green one down anywhere again. So yellow with the green flag. We're going to use our weight. So this on the orange blocks, you have this one with a clock. We're going to drag that clock down next to that green flag that we just did, and we're going to change the number from 10, which is 10 tenths of a second, so that's 1 second. We're going to change it to 60, so that it's a little bit longer, okay? And now we're going to tell him to appear. So we go to the purple blocks, and we drag down this one with a filled person. So you see next to the hiding block, there's this show block, or appearing block. We're going to drag that one down. And now we're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the one with the arrows. And we're going to finish that line of code. Okay, so we're going to have 3 lines of code just for the elephant. And they're all going to go at the same time. So one line of code is going to tell the elephant to move to the right. The other line of code is wait for 60 tenths of a second, then appear, and then do that again. So these two are always going to be running. And then there's another one that says, whenever you touch me, I'm going to disappear. Cool? Have you guys got there? So you have these 3 lines of code? That's awesome. So now we're going to do something similar for our bird. So we're going to touch on the bird up here on the left. So under the elephant, you're going to press there. And we're going to do the same lines of code, but we're just going to change his movement a little bit because he is a bird, so he's flying, okay? And what happens when birds flap their wings? So when they flap, they go a little bit up, and then they go down again, and then they go a little bit up. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks, and we're going to do a start block. So start on green. So when we start the program, the bird is going to start flying. We're going to go to the movement blocks, and we're going to have him moving in the opposite direction to the elephant. So we're going to go to the move left block and drag that one down. So just press there and drag it down. We're going to have him move up one, drag down the move up, and we're going to have him move down one. Okay, so move left, move up, and move down. And we're going to have him do this for the whole program. So we're going to go to our red blocks. We're going to go to the one with the arrows so that he loops this. So he just keeps doing this over and over and over again. Okay? And now we're going to code very similarly to the elephant. We're going to say, if somebody touches the bird, make him disappear. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks. We're going to go to the one that has the person and the hand. And we're going to go to the purple blocks and the one of disappearing. So this one here, the one that has the person without the filling, so without the white. We're going to drag that one down next to the one with the hand. And we're going to finish that line of code with a red block with no arrows, okay? Because we don't need that to repeat. And we're going to tell the bird to reappear so that we can keep playing with him. So we go to the yellow blocks. We're going to go to the one with the green flag, drag that one down. We're going to go to the orange blocks and drag down the one with the watch, the clock. We're going to change the time to 60. So if you press on that 10, this little calculator appears, and we're going to press 6 and a 0. We're going to tell them to appear. So we go to the purple blocks. We're going to go to the one, the show block, the one with the white. Drag that one down. And now we're going to finish this line of code. So we're going to go to the reds and drag down the one with the arrows because we want to keep this going. Okay? Has everybody gotten to this far? So do you have 3 lines of code on your bird? One line of code that tells the bird to move. The other one that if you touch the bird is going to disappear. And one that starts, waits, then tells the bird to appear. Then waits, then tells the bird to appear. Cool? Awesome. So let's give it a test run, okay? So if you go full screen, and that is up here next to the house, so you see the one that has the corners up here, you should go in full screen, and now we're going to press the green flag on the top right. So there we go. You should be seeing the elephant moving and the bird moving. So now if with our finger we touch the elephant, he's going to disappear. Cool? And now we're going to touch the bird, and the bird disappears. And did you see that the elephant came back? Because we had that other timer that said wait and then appear the elephant. And now the bird comes back. Isn't that cool? I think so too. So play with this as much as you want. Try and put some other animals on it if you want. Have them move in different ways and make them disappear and appear. There is one thing that I wanted to explain to you guys before we go, which is if you see, so I went out of full screen mode, and now I went, so here with the green flag. And now if I make the elephant disappear by tapping him with my finger, look down here. You see the lines of code, they're still executing. So even if the elephant has disappeared, he's still moving in the background. Well, actually this is the bird, sorry. If I touch on the bird disappears, but down there he's still moving. And when he appears, you'll see that he's in a different place. So just because you can't see him doesn't mean that he's not moving in the background, okay? That's going to be super useful for some of the coding classes that we have coming up. So I just wanted you guys to see that. So with that said, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you like this coding class. There's tons of more coding classes on the channel, so please subscribe. Any comments, please leave them on the Instagram handle, thecodingdad. So just search it on Instagram, thecodingdad, and leave comments there. Would love to hear from you guys. If you want to post also on Instagram, like screenshots of what you guys were able to code, I'd love to see it. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!